Okay, audience, today I have a very wonderful guest speaker from Baku, Sabina Mammadova, and it's my honor to have her, and I will be happy to share her experience and her early dreams and her goals, that how she like to chase her dreams. Thank you so much, Sabina. So first of all, I would like to ask that you started from very humble and nice, the small venture, and now you are at a position that you have a good experience in organizational and the social linkages. So how you feel that your experience was?
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Ali Farhan, and for introduction. Um, Related to my beginnings, I just would like to mention that early in my early years, I grew up in a very modest family where we struggling a bit, and it was not easy. My father was a mathematician teacher, and he was struggling to find the job, proper job for him. And those years were very not so stable. That's why in Azerbaijan, I mean, we were struggling. And my mother also was a teacher, but she dedicated her to us, for me and for my brother. And those years, I just remember that my father was doing every job, every labor jobs, some physical jobs that to bring some food to family. And also my mother was reminding us that with education only we can step into our power, and we can make our life um, better. That's why those years also taught me how to leaders should manage hard situations. Also, for me, they were my role models in the beginning, and how to make some conditions in order to survive and to have a goal, and with commitment and hard work, you can achieve your goals. And after some period, I also established my own company for consultancy businesses, and also everywhere where I go and help organizations to grow, I make sure that leaders know their roles, and they can also be a role model for their teams. And also through coaching, also we establish true partnerships where leaders can grow, and also in parallel they influence to their teams.
Okay, so it was very nice journey. Yet your mother was a teacher, I think.
My teacher,
Mother.
yes, and my mother and my father, they are my main teachers. And also I was very lucky having my teachers in the school, where I had other role models, where they also helped us to build up ourselves as a um, real pure um, leaders, maybe.
Yeah, I agree that when parents are teachers and they really give stress to their children to get that grooming. Okay, so my next question is that what you feel in your ambition, that how you think that what you are at stage now, so it was your real mission, or you changed, or you have different goals but you didn't get that and you become like in organizational aspect.
About my purpose, it's a very great question. Thank you so much. I think that as we live and as we work on ourselves, and we have growth mindset. We are exploring each time who we are, where we are going. In this stage, I think that I am in a half path where I should be. And for now, I know myself as a person who acts through love and self-respect and kindness, and also who has ownership. Whatever she does, I do. Whatever I do, and here I have two main goals for the stage where I am now. It is helping companies, organizations to transform. It is related mainly to digital transformation, also agile transformation, where we help them to build their teams and to be flexible, and also to not to have hardships while adapting to the changing market. And also another my purpose is as a coach, professional coach, where I help leaders to be self-aware, and also through consciousness exploring themselves, and to help them to meet their goals and their targets. And through this journey, I just make it some in a smooth way where I can bring value to organizations and also leaders, managers, head of departments, or executives.
So, in your opinion, as a woman, it is nice to have a command on men.
Nice to have what?
The the command, the woman command on men.
Um, uh, I I can tell it in this way that not only it's not related to gender for me. I think leader as a leader, it can be man or woman, but who can also create that condition where people are aligned and have common goals, and also would like to follow that leader. In my case, I can be partner uh, through coaching with men leaders or women leaders.
Okay, so you that I understand for the leadership, of course, men and women both can be lie in that aspect. But I mean, do you think any difference when a woman is the leader? So men have more acceptance, or they have some resistance?
In personally, where I was and just supervising different teams, different departments. When I look back, when I was in banking sphere, I had 50-50 men and women, and also we had a very balanced and harmonized environment. Every time I think that I was so lucky having them in my teams, and also delivering great results, achieving results that no one could believe. That's why in my case it was there were mutual respect, and also trust, and also we helped each other to be our best versions in our work. That's why I think I cannot say that I was struggling with my teams, and also my supervisors. Mainly were men, and in this case also it was very beautiful journey to stepping that environments with them. those environments with them and also delivering results. There were mostly they were relying on me and my teams, and I was delivering results.
Okay, and other in the managerial role and for the like you mentioned coaching, so do you think that there is some the society change behavior like most of the societies now they are changing, for example in their advanced education and the women in more freedom, and especially like you know better like in the western culture they have more like as compared to some traditional or religious values. So, do you think this kind of thing creating some difference in women from the traditional approach in the coaching or other sectors?
Mainly, I see that mainly the world is changing, and uh, of course, there are some situations that it hasn't changed so much related to women and men evaluation, and also having them in corporate world. Uh, Mostly, what I see year after year, there are a lot of women uh, who are working on themselves, and also despite of challenges, they would like to show that they can deliver those results that men never thought about them. And the environment is changing, but even as I have global experience related to my education, I had chance being in different organizations with different backgrounds, and even in US, they were struggling with some different approaches related to men and women, and even in Europe, I have a lot of classmates through Columbia Business School or Singapore-based academy or Germany-based business school, that I know that there is not so those environments that are very smooth. That's why in every environment, women mostly they have some struggles, but in any case, they work on themselves and they like this challenge and they can go through it. But sometimes, of course, even in Azerbaijan, there are some organizations that I know that women are approaching me to help them through coaching services, where I see that they struggle with the environment, and where we also rethink how we approach the things and how we react. Then everything begins with us, and if we are in balance and in peace within ourselves, inside of us, then everything gets easier.
Okay, that's nice that now you think it's positive that men and women both have their own norms and customs to lead in the managerial and other social impact. Okay, so now come towards the some personal growth and personality building. So my question is what you do when you are angry and how you react on the negative things.
In those environments, conflict situations, or which type of negative things?
Yes, for the professional in the corporate sector and also for your personal life and relationships.
Okay. Honestly, if I go back within this last year, I cannot remember where I struggled, where I was in a conflict situation at work, in my professional. Um, Mostly, even with my sons, I have two sons, 16 and 13 years old. And even with them, in any case, I think that mutual respect is very important. And also making sure that your intentions are good and kind and very beneficial for both sides. Uh, in those situations, mostly I don't prefer to raise my voice. I just share my opinion confidently and calmly. And if the opponent, other side, cannot hear me or is not open to listen it, then I prefer to take a pause, and when we both are ready, we can continue our discussion. Because in those cases, it is very important, I think, uh, to maintain this respectful approach, and also just to make sure that intentions are good. Then everything should be aligned. And honestly, um, I think that uh, this year, at least last year, I think that there was no issue related to those things.
What do you mean by this year or last year? I didn't get.
If we look back last 1 year, I don't remember that I had such conflict through professional world or personal. And also I have very close relationships with my parents, also with my brother. I just would like to remember such cases. I think everything can be handled if the intentions are good, and also through communication. We are human beings, that's why we
Yes,
can
yeah.
communicate.
And come towards the women issues. And do you think now the divorce or the separation rate is increasing your country? Like in Pakistan, I see now it's increasing. I have seen some other countries where it's becoming more aggressive. So, what you think, in your opinion, why these things are coming more and more?
Yes, the same is here in Azerbaijan, also in our neighborhood countries. The same is here. I cannot mention the exact statistics, but I see that there are maybe uh, the same. They have weddings in the same year. They can be probably the same volume of separations or divorce divorce situations. And here, mainly, what I see that uh, when we look back, maybe 30 years ago or 20 years ago, mainly women were dependent on men, and even if they were not happy with the conditions and with the station where they are, they could not afford to be separated or somehow to bring food to their families. Women mainly were dependent. And from this point of view, if we see that more and more women get education and can earn money and also stand on their feet, then it is normal that would, they don't accept some behaviors toward them, and more people can be independent, and also through self-respect they choose this journey. Honestly, I think that two people, if they got married and if they have children, they should do everything in order to keep their family. And when they see that nothing is changing, and there is no way except separation, then it is normal. Because instead of making this choice, but if they harm them each other, physical, mentally, or in other ways, then their children could, they don't have any possibility to be uh, happy or to grow with loving their lives. That's why it is normal if people choose separation or divorce.
Yeah, but it's sad that now societies have developing this kind of trend, and of course, I believe that irrespective of the religion, but on the concern of the honesty and emotional attachment, it's really hard to have such kind of episodes in the life, and we should try to make a bridge to balance in these aspects. Okay, Sabina, thank you so much for your time and for a nice talk, and I hope the audience will enjoy when I will share this. So my last question is, now the world of technology and world of uncertainty also, what is your message for the young women or the young students that how they can follow their goals and ambitions?
First of all, it is very important to define where they would like to go. If they are stuck and they don't know what to choose first, it is good to have some pause and to explore their interests, where what is very interesting for them and what can bring value to their lives also, and what people need and are willing to pay. That's why it is very good to have some pause and some time for rethink and start their strategy for life. And the second thing is technology is everywhere. That's why it is good to have some touch with AI, some ChatGPT. They can start with ChatGPT and to explore it, how it can assist them, how it can help them. Also have some take some courses, and also maybe they could grow as designer, UX UI designer. Also, they can check if they have business analytical skills, analytics, analysis, and also if they like mathematics as me, then they can also deep dive to data science, data related fields. Uh, Data AI is everywhere where we see where we can use this type of skills. That's why even digital marketing also it is very demanded role for now. Maybe after some period also AI will take whole journey from them, but
Yeah, instead
for
of
now
humans,
it is
the
good to
AI and
explore.
robotics will work.
Yes, that's why it is good to check for their own purposes, for their own situations. They can check how it can help them, and then they can also bring it as a value as their work job.
Okay, thank you, Sabina, for very nice talk, and hope we can have next session as well, and we can do more discussions on different topics. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for having me. I hope it will be very valuable for those who will listen it.
Yeah, inshallah. Thank you. Okay, bye bye.